Launch. That's mad. Combined. What so when do we get to stream to TikTok? Mate, keep making them. Oh, you're getting there. Yeah, they moved the meeting to Tuesday, and we're literally waiting on Colin Farrell like right now. So he got the script. He was sent They spoke to him on the phone, and he said that he was interested in it, and they sent him the script at like 11 yesterday. So now I just wait until he reads it. I imagine he'll probably read it over the weekend. Thank you. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, not sleeping at the moment. I'm just like, what's gonna happen? But all is good. All is good. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Up in here. I am so fucking hot. Up in here. Up in here. It's true that, bro. It's true that.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here.
I just played your cat video on the stream. Yeah. No.
Why the mask? Protect the people closest to me.
Mask can actually do more harm.
Wear a mask.
Fucking love that Batman one. So yeah. Yeah, I think so too, but it's just like people want what they want. It's that mad thing about the whole thing. You're all going to make me lose my mind up in here.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out.
Why the mask? Protect the people closest to me.
Mask can actually do more harm.
Alright guys, hello, I'm Tom, I play the character Tom on Shoot From The Hip. I'm sending you this message today to say that you can do things to our show. Just head to the coffee link below, you'll be able to take a shot, maybe do a rap, get yourself involved in the scene, okay? Yeah? Great, just pop on over, make sure my character's doing something fun for you, yeah? Tom is a complex creation. Okay, bye.
Hello. Who's opening the show? It's me, because it's my face on the screen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Shoot from the Hip live stream. We're going to be doing improvised comedy for you tonight. Before I even explain what the show is, I just want you to get in the comments section with your suggestions of a job, any job that someone might have. Gynecologist, taxidermist, police officer, whatever you want, just stick it in the comments section. Hello, Luke, says everyone in the comments section. So who's put that up? Share the stream. Share the stream. That's a better thing to put on the screen. Share the stream and then get your suggestions of a job in the comments section. Share the stream. Get the comments in. I'll explain what the show is. It's improvised. We're going to do games and scenes for you that we make up based off your suggestions. But to do, we need your suggestions, like the one that I've just asked for. Let's meet the rest of the team. AJ, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing real good. Some things happening, which I can't talk about, but in my filmmaking world, but very promising, which is my new favorite word, promising.
Oh, yeah. You can't talk about it. If you can't talk about it, why even mention it here on the stream, buddy?
I know. I just wanted to just a little bit of mystique.
A little bit of mystique. You want to give mystique?
Yeah, a bit of mystique.
That's not even on the screen, so I'm not sure he's with us anymore. The camera.
Hello there.
Oh, Christ. Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Very good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited for the show. Do you know what the first game is that I've chosen for us to play?
Is it Change?
Yes, it is Change. Of course, it's bloody Change because I love it. I love kicking off the show with the game Change. I love the sense of control it gives me because Change, I am in control. These two guys are in a scene. Fuck off. Just. These two guys are in the scene. And it's going to be based off your suggestions. And I can say change whenever I feel like it. And these guys then have to change whatever they just did or whatever they just said. So to kick it off, we've got some great options coming in. Nicole Sharp has given us taxidermist. Heidi Clevel-Nielsen comes dog groomer, hairdresser, arborist. AJ, oh, wow, Captain America priest. Oh, fuck, fuck off. I need to start this game quickly because these guys they're just being mean. Right. I like arborist. AJ, do you know what an arborist is?
No.
No? Okay. Well, Sam, do you know what an arborist is?
Yes. Someone who's in charge of the harbour.
You know what?
Someone who's in charge of the harbour.
No. Not harborist. Arborist.
Yeah. The harbour.
Yeah. No. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Arborist. I didn't know they made a live action Tintin. Very good, guys. We're going with arborist. You guys, it's a tree doctor. All right, that's what an arborist is. It's just a guy who works with trees. Okay, here we go. The game changed.
Let's play Change.
Mr. Johnson, I've got some bad news about your elm.
About my elves?
No, your elm. Your elm tree. I'm an arborist. I'm a tree doctor.
Yes, well, what the hell's wrong with it? Talk to me.
Change.
I'm afraid.
Don't talk to me anymore. With 5 words per minute.
Your tree is dying.
Change.
Hasn't got long.
Change.
How long does it need to have?
Change.
How long have you got that needs it?
Change.
Do you need have got if you in the needed got?
Change.
Hello. We've actually met before. Now you can talk normally now.
Oh, sorry. I always like to make sure my customers feel calm. I try and respect their wishes. Yes, I remember meeting you. Are you sure? I'm willing to only use 5 words per minute.
Change.
Listen, do you want this elm to live?
Yes, I do want this elm to live. This elm has actually been in my family for over 50 generations, so I absolutely would like
Change.
it to survive. It's been in my family for 25 generations, so I absolutely want it. For generation upon 25, for a long time, really, really long time. So
Okay, so as I noticed from looking at this tree as an arborist, I can tell that this tree was old. So we're gonna have to do some pruning.
Change.
We're going to have to cut some bits off.
Change.
I'm going to have to take a sapling.
Change.
I'm going to have to remove some sap.
Change.
I'm going to have to put something in the tree.
Change.
I'm going to fuck this tree.
Change.
Now tell me, what have you been feeding this tree?
Change.
Now tell me, has this tree always been an indoor tree?
Yes, of course. We like to keep it indoors so that we can control the conditions that surround it. That way we can control the conditions that overtly around it. We like to control no conditions at all. We like to keep it free to the wind, really.
Change.
We like to keep things free to the wind, but around the tree, we don't like wind, so we don't let there be any wind around it.
Yes,
no
I think that this might be the problem. This tree needs to be outdoors. It's having a trouble. This tree needs to be set free.
Change.
This tree is a slave.
Well, of course. Aren't all trees? Well, aren't you really?
Let's play change.
Arborist.
Perfect.
Chantal, congratulations. 1,000 subscribers. Absolutely amazing.
Well done.
Very good. That's really good. That's a lot.
I wish Shoot from the Hip had 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube,
I know.
Subscribe, because we
got 400. I got 400.
Only 10 years in.
I know. It been in for 10 years.
Share that stream. Tell your friends to start watching. We don't have enough subscribers, but what we do have is a couple of shots to kick things off. Thank you, Pauline Hutton. Thank you for the 2 shots.
How do the shots work?
How do the shots work? I'm glad you asked that. You see, if you want to affect the show, you can do it in many ways. Buying shots is one of them, and I'm going to post a little link right now in this comment section where you can click that link. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen as well, but it's also in the comment section. Click that link. You can follow it. You can make a donation. If you pay 20 quid, we all have to do a shot. And the prices go up from there, but you can make savings like 35 is 2 shots if you want to do that. That's great. We're going to get some shots in us, but also you can buy things like an improvised film scene, and we have to improvise a film scene of your choice. There's loads of different options on there. Go to the link, go and have a look, see one that you like, and buy it. In the meantime, we're going to do 2 shots, and Sam is going to tell us about the next game.
I always want to enjoy my 2 shots, though. So here is a special guest appearance from my cat.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out.
There we go. So, our second game is going to be... I've got cat hair in my mouth. Isn't that a surprise? Our second game is going to be an improvised bedtime story. Now, usually we take a cutesy animal and a cutesy name for this, but this time I want to tell a monster story because, as you see, I've killed a monster recently and mounted its head on my wall. So what I want is a monster and an alliterative name for that monster. For example, I want like Malcolm the Mummy in the Middle, or I want something like Wesley the Werewolf, Vlad the Vampire, Diedrich the Demon, Susan the...
What's your first one? Malcolm the Mummy in the Middle?
A mummy in the middle.
A mummy in the middle. Oh, that's a lot better. Yeah, that's
Not too. Thank you, Pauline.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that.
I get one of those in the comments. We're going to tell you an improvised story based on that. For those who are wondering where Tom is, he is currently lost in time and space. He's been cast as the latest Doctor Who, and we can't find him. This is the last speech that he sent us. We hope he's okay. We're not entirely sure. He seemed in trouble. That guy with a red sword looked quite cross. So yeah, get us a monster and the alliterative name of the monster. For example, Harry the Hairy Harumph. What is a harumph? Probably some sort of yeti, or maybe like I don't know, a Bigfoot. We've got the gorgeous Gorgon of Gaunt. Now, Gorgons, actually, the Medusa was very beautiful. Even though she was a monster and had the snake hair and a horrible body with sharp claws, her face was very beautiful. So the last thing you saw before you turned to stone was an image of beauty. We've got Cyrus, the Cthulhu knockoff. Cthulhu. Samuel, the sadistic swan. That's quite fun. It's not a monster, but it is quite fun. Frasier, the frothy, scariest of all time whale. Frasier, they call it again. Frasier, the frothiest of scariest all time whale, has left the building. Gary, the grumpy gargoyle. These were all great guys. Desmond the dragon. Horace, the horrific heffalump. Heffalump, I believe, is just an elephant, but from Winnie the Pooh. But they didn't know what it was. What an elephant was, so they called it a heffalump. You know what? I am going to go with Gary, the grumpy gargoyle. Everyone know what a gargoyle is?
Yeah, I think of a lot of churches. It's got wings and eats bats.
Well then,
sits on them.
I've got nothing else to say except enjoy your bedtime story about Gary, the grumpy gargoyle.
All right there, kiddos. Have I got a story for you? Oh, it's a right rumdinger, this one. It starts in a village in old England in about 1583. And on the side of this church, there was a huge, great gargoyle that the locals called
the Gargoyle of Death. That's right. Every Halloween, they'd take out the children to show them the Gargoyle of Death and watch as thunder cracked over the top of it and would hit the gargoyle, lighting up its face.
The gargoyle didn't like this evil moniker, though. He was simply Gary. He'd been carved many years ago by a lovely man called Jacob. He had wanted to make something that would truly scare any ne'er-do-wells away from the church. And Gary was certainly a frightening gargoyle, but he didn't want to be. He felt upset with his place in life. If anything, he felt rather
sad. He felt like on the
sad, not grumpy, sad. This is the tale of Gary the grumpy gargoyle, but he, at this point in the story, felt sad.
That's because usually what happens is that people are sad and then they internalize their sadness that makes them grumpy.
That's right. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Sadness leads to anger. That's how it works. Anger leads to grumpy. Now we've got that cleared up. Let's move on with the tale.
So, one day he decided, I don't want to be
a gargoyle anymore. I wish I was a real person, walking around, going to church on Sundays and then going and doing whatever they do. I don't know what they do because I'm
a gargoyle. I just sit up here looking from afar and my hearing isn't that good, so I can't hear their conversations. But I do know I want to go to church because I am one devout
gargoyle. And so one day he cracked himself off of the side of the church and fell
face first into the floor. He'd never used his wings before. And lo, who should come across him but Tom the gravedigger, who was
just doing his thing. And so
he continued digging graves when he heard that tremendous crash that Gary made. He ran as fast as he could to the sound of the disturbance, and there he saw Gary
spraying all kinds of hatred across the church because
he was so annoyed that he'd fallen face first into the ground. But not just the ground, a pit that had been freshly dug by Tom the gravedigger, who was 7 feet tall and
had 2 wings. And he, as he landed, made his face even more ugly. He couldn't believe
that he'd also fallen, made himself more ugly, and then woken up to find a 7-foot gravedigger with a pair of wings. He was confused. Hey, you there with the wings. Are you a human or are you a gargoyle like me?
Oh, that depends. Who's doing the asking? Is it a human?
Or a gargoyle? And
it was a gargoyle, obviously, because it was Gary the grumpy gargoyle. And Tom recognized this, and he knew that Gary was one of his own. For
he realized as he looked up to the left that there on the church was another cracked bit where there used to be something.
Yes, he looked up on the side of the church. There was a cracked bit. A crack bit, like I don't know, a sort of a frieze that was missing something. There were some lovely squirrely Corinthian columns, but then a gap big enough for the gravedigger Tom.
And there he realized who it was. It was another gargoyle that had tried to make himself
A human. And had he succeeded? Oh, almost. He looked like a human, but he had these huge leathery wings. And he was still emotionally
devoid. And so they had a chat and a cup of tea. The two of them, right next to another grave where someone had died.
Priest came in and saw these two monsters having a chat over a dead body, and he shat himself and ran all the way down to the village to alert them of the two monsters that were now visible clearly in the churchyard.
Come down to the church. I've seen those two gargoyles. They're having a cup of tea, and one of them's 7 foot tall, and the other one's power ugly and stuff.
The priest was horrifically deformed.
Stop looking at me. No, come follow me to the gargoyles. Come on, by the power of...
The villagers were confused, so executed the priest immediately because they were quite bigoted and didn't have a good view of people with deformities.
No.
And Gary the grumpy gargoyle saw this, and he thought, wait a minute, who are the real monsters here? Is it me?
Tom? Or is it the people of the village? Maybe I don't want to be a human. Maybe being a gargoyle, never changing, stone, watching. That's a better of existence than these people who just murdered someone with a physical disability.
And so he crept back up the wall of the church, nestled into his little pedestal, and looked down at the people
who are now gathering to bury the priest in the open grave. Tom! 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 Yelled Gary.
Tom, come back up here. Be a gargoyle with me. We're better than they are. We're much
better than they are. I'd love to, said Tom, but I can't. I made my choice long ago, and now I'm stuck halfway between man and goyle. I'm sorry, it's just the way it's got to be.
And so, with that, Gary replugged himself into the side of the church, and as he started to turn back into a solidified form, he looked
down to his fellow gargoyle Tom, a single stone tear falling down his grotesque cheek. And every day from then on, Tom and
Gary had a cup of tea. That's it, really. That's the end of the story. Bit of an anticlimax.
Luke! Coming in with an anticlimactic ending like that?
Yeah, come on, the two gargoyles live together side by side.
If you got the ending, mate, you finished it. I don't know what, you're the one in charge of the controls. I don't know why you flipped to me. You got a great idea.
I love that story.
They came together every day and they
put it on somebody else.
Oh, sorry, I can't remember. Luke, you fucked it.
God damn it, Luke. Jesus
guys,
Christ.
if you enjoyed that story, please smash that like button while our great tech king AJ tells us about our next game.
So the next game is going to be Dub Scene because it's my favorite game. And basically, I'm going to be the straight man in this scene, and Sam's going to do the voice for Luke. Oh. Does that sound fun? Do you guys want to do that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
And this is just
Oh no! I'll be the voice because my camera's not as fluid as Sam's. I'll be the voice.
What happened to Bruce Willis? Well, he's back. That's what fucking happened to Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis on our screens right now.
What did you say, Luke? I missed what you said before.
I'm going to be the voice because my camera's a little bit slower than Sam's.
Okay, right. So this is Dub Scene, and do you know what? I'm just going to give you a relationship.
Those fake explosions in Die Hard must have been quite loud because they've ruined your hearing, Bruce.
Nice. Getting payback now. All right, I'm going to give you guys something. I'm going to give you guys something before they fucking destroy me up here. You guys are at an art exhibition, okay? And 3, 2, fuck, where is it?
Yeah, AJ.
What?
AJ. Normally, we ask the audience what they'd like to suggest, and I can announce that we've been bought some more shots. So why don't you ask the audience for a suggestion?
And I just work with this guy who told me, oh, normally we do the blah, 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 blah. And I just thought, you know what? I just want to come to this art exhibition instead. I've heard it's pretty damn good.
Yes, it's the best. Oh, and you will believe what I've got behind me. It's a Picasso, Pablo Picasso. Ooh.
Right. Okay, cool. Are you okay, man? Like, seem very animated and excited about this exhibition. Is there anything? Is there a reason for that?
I'm Pablo Picasso's grandson, 3 feet tall, and I love life. I love it so much, you know.
Right. I love life too. That's amazing. I had no idea about that about you. So are you really into painting? Is any of your stuff here or?
Yes. I've painted many things like this. It's a light. I painted it. And it's on. It's a bit too bright. I'll be honest. It's a bit too bright. Should I turn it down? Is it too bright?
Sorry. Can I stop you for a second there? You said you painted this light. How can you paint a light? It's just a light. It's just a light on the wall.
No. A light is not just a light. A light is whatever shines out of the thing that you have created. Do you understand? Do you watch me dance with light?
Dude, I'm going to be honest. The way that you're freaking out right now, this is clearly just a light, and you're just saying that it's your painting. I don't like dishonesty, man.
I don't like you.
Whoa, that actually sounded like it came out of your mouth. That's incredible. Wow. So what happens if I just turn this light off then?
No. It's not possible to turn the light off. The light will always stay on because it's a painting. Do you understand? It's a painting. I'm not lying to you. I'm not fucking around. I'm not the kind of guy. Look at me. Look at me. I'm not the kind of guy to fuck around. Okay? Well, no. Now, if you're the kind of guy who likes to fuck around...
I keep grimacing because as I'm watching the screen and it's on these guys, I'm just like, and then I just come back to me and I forget to change my face. Well, that was officially like, to be honest, at no point did it look at all like it was coming out of your mouth.
There's one point.
Oh yeah, just that one bit where it looked really good, and then
I feel like there was a huge amount of lag.
I think there was.
Maybe we shouldn't play this with someone who's in Spain and someone who's in England.
Luke,
do with shots?
We have got to do some shots. Some shots have come in. Nicole has bought us 4 bloody shots, 4 whole shots. We've got to do them all. We're going to do 2 now. That's what I've decided. 4 shots. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. Guys, full screen. Let's do these shots. 4. Yeah, but we're going to do 2 now. I was great in Jojo Rabbit, actually. I had a small part in that. I know you're making a joke about the main actor, but actually, I had a small part in Jojo Rabbit. That was very good. I played the rabbit.
Nice. Yeah, I'm actually already feeling it. I had a beer before the show.
Always a...
All 4 now?
Hmm?
You're having all 4 now? Thank you, Nicole, by the way. It's very, very kind of you. Please keep
For now.
Oh, I had two. Two's enough.
Okay, cool. I said two too. I don't want 4 now.
Right. Next game.
Right.
Next game is it's only Time Warp, and I like when Sam hosts Time Warp. I think it's quite
Okay. Great. Looking forward to seeing what gets written underneath me. Hi, guys. It's time for a game of Time Warp. In this, I control the powers of time and space. I can move it forwards and backwards as much as I like. What I need, though, is an important moment of life to get us started. Birth, death, something in between, anything that we're going to kick off so we know where this is going to be set. So please, give us an important moment from life. This is the greatest and best song in the world. Tribute. A long time ago, me and my brother Kyle here, we was hitchhiking down a long and lonesome road.
Very good.
And all of a sudden,
All right, don't do the whole thing.
there shined a shiny demon in the middle.
of the road.
And he said, play the best song in the world.
That's enough. That's enough. Just host the bloody thing.
I'll eat your soul. We got some brilliant ones coming through. First drink at a pub. Finding the first. Jesus Christ. First rave. First time I tasted coffee. So you have to be Heidi if we do that one. The chicken just laid 50 eggs at one time. A record. Jesus, that sounds like a tough afternoon.
That's quite good. The chicken just laid 50 eggs at one time. It's quite good.
We're back against midlife crisis chronicles. I just feel like after I destroyed the ring, there was nowhere else for me to go, you know? No one understood what I went through, and I just kept trying to make a connection with people, but it was just... I started talking about Mordor, and they just never really got it. Sam's dead. He OD'd on...
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
On pipeweed. First time in the world, I think it's birth. The
First time in the world.
You know what? I'm going to go with Nicole Sharps.
The chicken is great.
I'm not going to go with Nicole Sharps. Sorry. I'm going to go with Morag's. The first chicken. The chicken just laid 50 eggs at one time, a record. Now, we don't have an intro for this, so we're just going to play the launch.
Look, the chicken just laid 50 eggs at the same time. Janet, come get in here right now. We're going to be fucking rich.
Freeze! 2 minutes ago.
What was that noise? What? It sounds like gunfire. Janet, I'm going to go
Freeze!
check out.
2 minutes later.
Look!
Oh my
look.
god! It's laid 50 eggs. That's ridiculous. I've never seen it. It's just one chicken. That's mental.
This is incredible. We could like triple, quadruple our yield every year if we take this chicken and breed it and go clone it.
5 seconds ago.
Oh fuck! We could improve our yield 50 times our yield if we clone it, or have it.
Freeze! 5 seconds ago.
We could get this chicken with the other chickens and increase our yield by 50 times.
Freeze! 5 seconds ago. Exactly.
Sorry, did you say triple or quadruple our yield? Is that what you said? Because I didn't quite hear that when you said.
We could quadruple our yield if we get one chicken, if we get this chicken and breed it with another, or clone it.
Clone it? I vowed I would never use my father's cloning technology. You know, don't test me on this, Jonathan.
Freeze! 20 years ago.
Okay, Dad, I promise I will not use the cloning technology. Even if
Don't ever use my cloning technology. It's very, very powerful, and I've used it to clone many of myself. That's right.
Freeze! 10 years ago.
I'm a different clone. Your father. Oh, this is weird. Sorry, I'm.
Freeze! Back to the present.
And that's why I can't use it, because my father made so many clones of himself and he had sex with so many women over town, he ended up creating a whole incestuous family, and that part of the island is now cut off from the rest of society, and I don't want to unleash that kind of evil. Not even on the chickens. I think it's wrong.
All right, but I just think if we can get hold.
No, you don't just think. That's your problem, okay? You're missing with danger. Have you not seen Jurassic Park? Life finds a way, and I don't want it to find a way because it's evil and wrong with the cloning technology, okay? I'm not messing about here. Don't do it.
Freeze that night at the cloning machine.
Is it a chicken or a machine? I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. It's a breed between a machine. It's a machine.
Freeze that morning because the guy with the machine does not understand how it works.
Oh, for goodness sake. You've used that bloody cloning machine, haven't you? There's hundreds of chickens, and I know because they sound like hundreds of chickens going baka 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 baka. That's not what the machine says.
Freeze 5 seconds ago.
Because it sounds like a bunch of chickens going baka 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 baka. That's not what the machine sounds like.
Freeze 5 seconds ago. Slow motion.
And I know it's not the machine because it's a bunch of chickens going baka 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 baka.
2 seconds ago. Super slow motion. Freeze 5 seconds later. Normal speed.
Why did you do it?
Listen, I didn't do anything. I went up to it and I pressed the button on the machine, on the cloning machine, and it started to make a chicken sound.
That is doing something. That is the very definition of doing something. You can't say, I didn't do anything, and then follow it up with, I went to the machine and I pressed a button.
No, I know. I'm going on a separate tangent here. What I'm talking about is why the fucking machine sounded like a chicken.
You don't understand basic commands. You can't even lie properly. It's fucking ridiculous. Go to the other side of the island with all the incestuous people. I've had enough of you.
I've got something to tell you.
What? Oh,
Freeze 10 seconds later.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm
That's
a clone.
right.
Are you joking?
That's right. Yeah, I'm a clone too. And all of the chickens are as well. Yeah.
Freeze 1 year ago.
I'd like to get a hat, please.
When in doubt, change location to a hat store.
I'd like to buy a hat.
I'd like to buy a hat, please. I think everyone liked that game. We got a lot of lovely things. Nicole Sharp, ha 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 ha. Lauren, ha 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 ha. Luke's gonna have to lay in it. Brah! And Luke, love when Luke. If you love it when Luke plays a woman, please click on the Kofi link here, and we can buy him some wigs. Also, guys, the one thing I do want to say is we have finally come up with a challenge for Tom. If you've been watching us since the beginning of lockdown, you know that AJ waxed his chest. I waxed my chest. Luke had an ice bath. Tom now has a challenge. Tom has got a weird tongue which makes it bleed when he eats spicy food. So we've thought his challenge for him is going to be a chili challenge. Now, the way it works, I think we said was it the last show of this year?
Yeah.
The last show of 2020, to give it off with a hot bang, he is going to be eating chilies throughout the show. Now, there are 5 levels of hot chilies that we're going to use. We're going to use green chilies, red chilies, bird's eye chilies, Scotch bonnets, and Carolina Reapers, which is the hottest chili of all time. Now, same with all of our other challenges, we want to try and get to $1,000 before we do this. So, if we are on £200 by that first show, he will only be having the green chilies. If we get to £400, he is going to be having the red chilies. If we get to 5, it is going to be the bird's eye. If we get to if we get to 6, it's going to be the bird's eye. We get to 8, it's going to be the Scotch bonnet, and if we get to 10, it is going to be those Carolina Reapers. So please, any of your donations that you send in, anything on the end of it, like Tom's Chili Challenge, Hot Tom, Chili, anything like that, put that on your donations, and Tom will be added to the Challenge Tom Fund of the Chili Challenge. So please, Any donation that you throw in, no matter how small, no matter how big, if you put the chili challenge at the end of your donation, we will add it up there so we can make Tom. We're not going to be at a firework display for this New Year's. Come on, let's be serious. The only fireworks we're going to see are coming out of Tom's mouth on New Year's Eve and Tom's arsehole on New Year's Day. So let's just have it. Let's have it. We're getting some questions about that. Do we have evidence of blood? We will be asking to see blood if it does happen. Of course, we maybe getting to spit on the web camera if that's your kind of kink. Fuck poor Tom. That's right, Chantel. Fuck
poor.
So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So please, get your donations in. If we get to $1,000, I'll have to send off for the Carolina Reapers. I have one family member who actually lives in Carolina, and they will send me the hottest peppers on earth. Oh no ambulance. No, we're not going to waste an ambulance on Tom. He's chosen this challenge because he's too much of a prissy boy to shave his head or wax his chest, and that's what's happening.
Right, next game.
Next game. What's the next game?
Channel flip. It's channel flip. It's channel flip.
Guys, channel flip is the next game. So what I need from you guys, channel flip. I just need. What do we need for channel flip again, guys?
Suggestions of things to say, things like that. Just sort of lines.
Okay. Can we get some suggestions of things to say, lines of dialogue, and then we're just going to jump into some scenes and just throw them up. It's going to be outrageous. I don't know who that is, so I feel unaffected by it.
I mean, he spelled Zissou wrong, but
that's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one. Right, we're gonna play.
Guys, we've got to do those two other shots that Nicole bought us.
Oh yeah.
Before we start, but also I've got news. Tracy has also bought us a shot, and Richard Holmes has donated to the show. So thank you, Tracy. We've got 3 shots, 2 of Nicole's, 1 of Tracy's.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Tracy. Get your shots in Friday night. Come on. Oh.
There's a link in the link there.
Time to play channel flip. Get those things in the comment section. I'm just going to go for it. I haven't even looked at people who put stuff in there yet, but let's just go for it. Let's have some fun.
I'm built like a Scotch bonnet, and by that mean I am hearty. I've got my headgear on, and I can survive a gale force wind.
Okay, and why does that make you fit to teach this IT course?
Because I knew the terrifying exposure of Internet Explorer. I know the dark depravity that goes on in incognito mode, and I know how to weather the wind of cookies.
Do you know JavaScript?
Oh, I was raised by JavaScript. It was me, my mother, and a short IT course in the bowels of Aberdeen.
You were raised by JavaScript. That's actually fairly recent. How old are you?
I'm 17.
17, and you're teaching an IT course at the University of London. That's ridiculous. That's
you don't want a grandpa teaching IT. It's about information technology. It's about the modern world. You want a Scottish teenager with an eye of steel and a heart of gold.
Okay, right. So what's the first lesson of teaching JavaScript, please?
Turn on the computer.
Yeah, obviously after that I've done that. That's what I'm talking to you now.
You're already very advanced already. I mean, usually I have to spend a lot of time just going through how to turn it on. A lot of people just get the mouse and start jabbing it at the start button. But no, you're already doing very well. How old are you?
6. Just a very well developed.
Why? Well, why do you wear that in bed, darling? Darling,
because I don't want you to see my true form. I'm sorry, I'm not ready to show it yet.
Your true form.
Yes.
I listen. I know that being 2 moths ready to, well, we're not moths yet. We will be because we're you know what I mean.
Love
You
it.
know what I mean.
We love it.
That's what I mean. We love it, and
No,
we
love it.
we love each other as well, and
Yes, well, yes.
and I just feel like
All right, cut. Listen,
honestly, the dialogue. I swear to God, that some of the jokes in this script are fucking awful. They're really bad.
Come on. Everyone loved Ants. Everyone loved A Bug's Life. People are going to want to watch this moth love story, but you have to commit to the lines, okay?
I just don't think it's funny enough. You know, that line is just so bad.
So we've got a whole writer's room coming up with the best moth puns that we can think of. But if you want to improvise the scene, that's absolutely fine. I will just see how good your moth puns are. All right? They better be fucking great. Action!
Why do you always wear that, darling?
Oh, you know, I'm just winging it. Is that the sort of shit you wanted, Michael? Is that the sort of shit you wanted? Is it?
All right, cut. Come on, this is a Pixar movie. We can't have people saying shit and stuff like that. Now, Lucy, that was a great winging it pun. That was fantastic. I've got no problem with you. But you were reading your lines absolutely fine with a professionalism. What I'm talking about is this cunt over here. Now, you better come up with some good moth puns in this take. Otherwise, you're going to be fired from this. We're going to replace you with Zach Galifianakis. Okay.
Who?
Action.
Oh my God, Zach Galifianakis? Is that Zach Galifianakis?
All right, that's it. You're both fired. I'm going to do this scene myself.
Oh shit! You've done it again. You've climbed a mountain by yourself. You're so wonderful and handsome. People look up to you. Not just physically because you're on top of a mountain, but because you've done great things.
Sorry, Monsieur Arthur, I've got all the camp equipment on my back if you want me to help set up the base camp.
Yeah, you do that. I'm just going to admire my own brilliant reflection in the ice around us. Gosh.
I'm so glad I could, carry all your stuff up here for you and map the route, that I've been doing my entire life so I could get you to plant your flag at the top of this mountain.
Yes, well, it's an honor to be the first man to climb this mountain.
Well, you're not the first man to climb this mountain. I've set up a basketball court over there. We come up here all the time. This was our make-out point when I was a teenager.
I'm sorry, but no one else needs to know that.
Okay. Now, do you want to walk down, or should we just use the ski lift?
We're going to use the ski lift, but we're not going to tell anyone we did that.
Okay, you're the white man.
Oh. Wake him up! Wake him up! Stop laughing! Stop laughing and wake him up!
It's a really good prank. This one's such a good prank. I love this one. It's my favourite. It's got cream all over his face.
Gone too far. Stop laughing and wake him up. It's gone too far. Too far.
It's not. It's fine. Look, got cream all over his face, and we've got cucumber on his face as well. It looks like a cock.
That's not the bit I'm worried about. It's the pills you slipped him. It's the pills you slipped him. That's the bit I'm worried about.
Oh, it's fine. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun. Got the pills in there, and we've also got some gasoline into his mouth, and we've got a candle that I'm holding here, dangling over his mouth.
You're taking it too far, Franklin. Too far. Too far.
Oh God, where? Gumdrop? Snowflake?
Yes, that's my name. Come drop.
No, Gumdrop. What the? You two! You are the most badly behaved elves we've ever had here at the North Pole.
We're the most badly behaved. Fuck.
All right, cut. Look, we're trying to make this fun, pranking Santa elf parody comedy, and you keep messing up the line.
I just don't think the name Cam Drop is appropriate in a Pixar film. I really don't think it is.
It's gumdrop, not gumdrop.
Just cum drop, you know, and then fucking
blowflake. Apparently, I mean, it's not a proper sexual term, but it sounds like it could be.
I understand that we're trying to, it's 2020. We're trying to be sexually liberating, or exposing. It's still fucking weird.
Are you trying to say sex positive?
Sex positive for the children,
Sexually exposing. We're sexually exposing. That's what he said. That's what we're doing. So that's why
cum drop and blowflake
down in the scene.
It's just weird.
All right, take your trousers off. We'll start this take again.
They're already off. I told you. I'm nude from the waist down. That's what I just said. They're off.
This is my penis.
Who let that horse in here? Who let it in? Hmm? Was it you? Was it you? Hmm? It wasn't this horse. Was it you? No, it wasn't this horse. Who let one of you horses let another horse in here? One horse. So I want to know which horse let the other horse in. Okay. Don't shake your head at me, Clover. Don't act like you've not let a horse in here before. This is a private stables, okay? Speaking, it should only be a horse that I choose to let in here, and I haven't let any horses in, but maximum one horse. So who was here first? Raise your hoof if you were here first. Why are you both raising your hooves? So what you where did you get those fingers from? I saw that. It's... Now look, the pair of you. This can't go on. I want you both out of here. Are there any other horses in here that I should know about? Wait a minute. That's not a hoof at all, is it? That's not a mane. That's a hat.
Surprise! It's me! I'm the horse stealer. I let one horse in and took another out. That's how I roll. Does it make sense? No!
Listen, Sally, there's something I need to tell you about myself. I know what this needs.
A dose of ketchup.
Sally, I'm trying to tell you about my food. Okay, please, just stop eating for like 2 minutes.
Bit more pepper in there.
Sally,
shake that out.
I'm not exactly a normal teenage boy.
Pancake Tuesday.
Why are you putting ketchup on pancake? Sally, I'm starting to think you're not a normal teenage girl either.
Here you go. Happy birthday.
That's the thing. It is my birthday, but I'm not 16. I'm actually 116.
Bit too salty, this birthday cake.
I thought it was pancakes.
But there's too much ketchup on the pancake and too much salt on the birthday cake.
Sally, I'm trying to open myself up to you. I haven't been human in a very long time.
Where is the cumin? Can anyone see the cumin?
Where is the cumin?
Sorry, I've lost it tonight, guys. I'm going real rogue. Real rogue.
Absolutely is.
Try and bring it back. Introduce the next game.
Not even listening to himself. Where's the
I introduced the last game. It's your turn, Sam.
He did introduce the last game.
My turn.
Yeah, go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for one of my favorite games. It is time for tea. And tea.
They didn't see me doing that at you. So when you say time for tea, they don't know.
Do you mean typewriter terrors?
Well, I do mean that's what tea means. It means typewriter terrors. Yeah.
It is time for license, but guys, we played all these games so many times. If you'd like to see any of our new games, we've got Irish Drinking Song. We've got the commission games that you can do on our Ko-fi link down there. Click on there and commission a game of your choosing. You can do some of our favourites. You've got movie scene, where we do a scene from your favourite movie that was cut from the original film. We've done some brilliant ones. We've done some Star Wars, some Lord of the Rings, some Spinal Tap. It's been absolutely fantastic. We are now, though, going to do Typewriter Terrence. And in this, who is going to be Terrence?
Sure. Me.
Luke is going to be Terrence. So he is going to go away and get dressed in his Terrence outfit. So when I run this, it's just a giant pencil, which is fun. Woo! I could have been Terrence with this. Maybe next week. Who knows? So we need a title for Typewriter Terrence. So please, can we get a title for this story? It could be the small goat's head that hung on the wall, or the chair that faced away from the man, or the lamp that was too jaunty and bright. Any weird title for this story will be absolutely fine. Where did I get those titles from? I just pulled them out of the air. So let's see what we've got going on here. We got T for 2, Terminator 2, The Little Lost Boy, about the smallest of Peter Pan's gang. The Ko-fi link is still there, so please, if you enjoy the show, please donate, support the show. That'd be absolutely fantastic. While we get some more titles flowing in. T for 2, 2 for Teasy Weezy. That's terrifying. The Match Unmatched. Oh, something that burns so bright it turns out the stars. The Last Crusade of the Antichrist. Chantel, your ones always involve the devil in some way, and I'm nervous. We got the story of the stolen. What is stolen? What is a stolen?
It's like a Nordic Christmas treat, or Germanic Christmas treat.
Okay. 1, 2, 4. Where's 3? Up, and beyond. AJ, any of these jumping out at you?
1, 2, 4.
You like 1, 2, 4? Okay, fantastic. We will go with 1, 2, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Typewriter Terrence. 1, 2, 4, donated by the wonderfully loyal Heidi Nielsen. No, yeah, oh, it is. She just did 2 in a row. 1, 2, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Typewriter Terrence.
Some consider him to be the greatest novelist that the world has ever seen, with over 500 Booker Prize award-winning books. Ladies and gentlemen, Typewriter Terrence.
Oh, good evening. It's Typewriter Tabitha here today, making a special guest appearance. And I've got an interesting tale for you today. 1, 2, and 4. But where was 3? Perhaps we'll find out. There was a house on a hill. It had been there for many hundreds of years, and the villagers didn't go inside anymore, but someone did, someone who lived there, an old woman. Agnes. Agnes lived alone. She was a very serious woman, or at least she had been in her youth. And she still was now, because some things in life don't change. You can change your internet provider, though. And sometimes I consider doing that, because, frankly, look at this. Anyway, Agnes was there in the house, and she was just going to bed when she heard a strange knockety-knocking at the door.
Whoa! What's that strange knockety-knocking at the door? It's a bit late for visitors.
She got to the door to open it.
I'm at the door to open it.
And then she did. She opened the door. She opened the bloody door.
Time to open the door.
1, 2, 4. Do you have time for any more?
Oh, yes, I do, mysterious. Oh, mysterious.
No, I'm not here.
I can't. I can see you. I've just opened the door. Was it you knocking at my door?
5, 6, 8. Is it time for you to go to bed because it's late?
Well, I was about to go to bed, but then I heard a knocking on my door, so now I'm here to open the door, and you're just sending numbers at me. Can I help you with something?
Can you help me with something is a question that if you pair it with, put it in the third tense.
The man who had arrived at the door with an idea to recite some terrifying rhymes to panic the old woman had gotten confused himself. Why was this? This didn't normally happen. Perhaps it was the strange aura of the house. Anyway, he started to break down and confess that it was all a prank gone terribly, terribly wrong. And Agnes, feeling sorry for the poor chap, brought him inside, made him a cup of tea, sat down opposite him and asked him his name.
Now that I've brought you inside, sat you down and made you a cup of tea, what's your name?
James Fincher. I just been trying this thing recently where I just try and scare people and I scare the shit out of them by doing like these riddles and stuff, but I don't have it in me. I'm just upset. My wife left me and I've been trying to take it out on the world, and I'm just James Fincher. I'm not anything.
Well, James, everyone's something. I'm Agnes.
It was true. She was Agnes. But who was Agnes really?
My name's Agnes Marigold. I was born in 1948, just 3 years after the end of World War II. My father was a sergeant major in the 1st Division that went into Tripoli.
She went on and on like this with her boring backstory until James fell into a deep slumber. He dreamt strange dreams that he was being taken down a long corridor, down some dark staircases, and shut in a basement when suddenly he opened his eyes. In a basement.
James?
Hello?
Hello?
Am I in a basement?
Yes, you are in a basement. I brought you down here. I thought you might like the peace and quiet.
Oh, yes, Agnes. It was just strange. I was just talking to you upstairs and everything was fine, and then suddenly
You drifted off after I had my cup of tea. I put something in it.
Okay, I guess I better be going now then.
So you want to learn about fear?
Agnes, you have to let me go now. That's not fair. You need to let me go now, Agnes.
You hear that timper in your voice?
No.
That's fear, that is. That's fear of confinement. I've had that fear before.
Where the fuck is your voice coming from?
Look behind you. I'm not there.
Is this a painting that you started? What is this?
Oh, yes. I made that painting myself. It's for you to interpret. You'll see your darkest fear in it. It's your wife walking away.
My wife? How did you know about my wife? Oh, I told you.
You told me, yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter. What are you doing? Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
No.
And as he banged his fists against the wall, he noticed something most curious. The wall seemed to get closer to him each time he banged his fists. Were they moving together, slowly approaching a crushing point? As I said, he banged the wall, not the desk in front of him.
Just let me do the cool effect, bro. Agnes, the walls are closing in around me.
Yes, they are.
There's some kind of swamp beneath me.
You're feeling two fears now. Claustrophobia and bogophobia. Fear of swamps and fear of enclosed spaces.
I think there's something in the water here.
Yes.
Agnes was a massive Star Wars fan. And she was from A New Hope, where Luke, Leia, and Han all get trapped in the trash compactor, and that weird swamp creature tries to attack them.
Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get the exact swamp creature from Star Wars A New Hope, so what I've done is I've got a squid and removed all its tentacles except one. It's very angry.
This one?
No, that's just a hoodie. I've been looking for that.
Well, what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? What?
What? I kind of.
The squid attacked James, and he couldn't remember anything when he woke up moments later in a different room, a very different room. I gave him some time to make the room look a bit different so that it could be a different room, but I couldn't freewheel forever because the suspense is too much for one woman to hold in a room all by herself. James blinked 3 times and asked the question.
Where am I? And what's this red particle beam in front of me that opens every about 10 seconds? What?
I didn't know which film that was from, to be honest.
James, welcome to the Phantom Menace room. At the end of this room, you'll see your wife fighting her new lover. Both of them will die soon. Your wife first, and then you'll have to confront her new lover.
Wait.
Have some tea.
What was he doing? He didn't have a lightsaber. Why was he reenacting it without a physical lightsaber in his hand? Just waving his hands in the air like a lunatic. It was mad, and Agnes was shocked. No one had ever reacted to the Phantom Menace room like this before. It seemed as if James was totally prepared for the events that were before him.
Sorry, I missed that bit. What?
Well, James, this is shocking. I've never seen anyone react to the Phantom Menace room like this before. Usually they go, wow, this feels like the shittest room out of all 9 of them. But you seem to be enjoying this one.
This is the best room out of all the rooms, some might say.
Out of all 9 rooms, you think this was the best room? The Phantom Menace room?
This is the best room. I think this is the most underrated and unappreciated room of all these rooms. I'll say it and I don't care.
Misagree with you, okie day.
And suddenly there appeared in the corner of the room Jar Jar Binks.
What's wrong, James? Why are you trying to frighten people all the time, okie day?
Okay, this is enough, Agnes. Enough of the Star Wars basements. What is it
But
you
it
want?
wasn't Jar Jar Binks at all. It was really...
It was me, Agnes, you see. I'm a master of voices. I can do them all. I can do them all.
And she did. She did all the voices from Star Wars for James as he sat down and listened to Agnes do every single character from Star Wars. She did.
Hello, I am C-3PO, human cyborg relations. Your wife left you.
My tricks don't work on me, only money. Like this. He's no use to me dead.
Sorry, Agnes. I just want to stop you a second there. Could you stand up on that couch?
What?
Stand up on the couch.
Stand up on the couch?
Are you not wearing any pants, Agnes?
Agnes stood up on the couch. She did as she was told, but she was a very obliging woman.
I thought I was in charge of this weird sauce.
I'm in charge of the story. Agnes, stand up on the couch. Stand up on the couch. Properly, on the couch, not on the floor.
Agnes was stupid shorts.
Agnes was just wearing shorts. But they had bonded. James had realised that he didn't want to scare people anymore. All he wanted to do was spread a mutual love of Star Wars. And he did so. They talked fervently into the night. He looked deeply into her crotch and waxed lyrically about the brilliance of the Phantom Menace. Agnes nodded in return and said that Return of the Jedi was a better film if she could understand where he was coming from. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is the original Star Wars are the best. Don't even try me with Phantom Menace bullcrap.
Some consider him to be the greatest novelist that the world has ever seen, with over 500 Booker Prize award-winning books. Ladies and gentlemen, typewriter Terrence.
I agree. The story had gone out of control.
Totally out of control.
Doing the voices, I just forgot how slightly racist the Phantom Menace was.
Slightly.
Not even slightly, mate.
At least 3 heavily racist characters.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
They're no match for droid cars.
However, I will always contend that it's a great film.
So you mean, AJ, you with that hairstyle and general appearance, like the most racist of all the films? What a
Didn't have a size. If that wasn't there, it would be brilliant. Yeah, that was a fascinating one, Nicole Sharp. I think we just went crazy on that one, and why not? Absolutely, Richard. Absolutely. What happened to 3? Oh yeah, we totally forgot about that.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
I was building to that. I was going to go through all of the Star Wars films, but leave out Revenge of the Sith, which, as we all know, is
the third one,
Episode 3.
That's true.
But typewriter Tabitha cut me off too early.
Oh, sorry. That's all I can say. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
What I can say as well is that we're coming up to the final game. I feel like I'm miming in this one because I've got a lot of space and I haven't mimed in a long time. And oh no, actually, is my camera?
I'll guess then. I'll guess. Why not?
You guessed it.
I feel like I'm ready to guess. Sam
is okay. AJ is going to leave now. He's going to remove himself and mute himself. But we get ready for our final game, which is always our final game, which we absolutely love, which is Late for Work. Now, I would like, just to go on, continue our theme for the rest of the show. I would like for this, we're going to get our 3 clues as normal. For those who've not seen the show, he's going to have to guess 3 things about himself: why he is late for work, how he got to work, and what his actual job is. But I would like 3 Star Wars related clues for this one, just to continue with our theme. So the first thing I would like is a Star Wars reason why he was late for work. I don't know, something like his Dewback got ill, or the Force wasn't with him, or Grand Moff Tarkin wanted his boots polished. Little side note, Grand Moff Tarkin was played by Peter Cushing, and he couldn't find any boots to fit his small feet. So during every single scene in A New Hope, you never see his feet because he was wearing slippers on the set. There you go. Grand Moff Tarkin only wore slippers. What is a weird Star Wars reason why AJ was late for work? We got a brilliant one from Nicole Sharp. R2-D2 crashed his car. Any more Star Wars reasons why AJ was late for work? Please get him into the comments, because I'm going to see him enjoying. Basically, we're going to get to see AJ's face light up when he realizes the pattern, that they are all going to be Star Wars clues. You could never work out the numbers of the Star Wars films. Very, very good. Let's see if we've got any more. Get them coming in. We can get Luke in there. We can get prequel fans, Qui-Gon Jinn. Sequel fans, we get Kylo Ren. We know AJ's a big fan of Kylo Ren, or maybe it's just Adam Driver in general. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, any Star Wars reasons why he's going to be late for work? We'll give it a couple more seconds whilst AJ and Luke get ready. Tell you what we're going to do. We are going to go with our first one, which is R2-D2 crashed his car. Luke, that is why he was late, okay?
Yep, great.
R2-D2 crashed his car. We now need a mode of transport. You could use an emotion from one of the characters in Star Wars. Like, it could be Yoda's wisdom. It could be Anakin's rage. Or you could use one of the ships. It could be the Millennium Falcon's AA repairman or something like that. Any weird or wonderful Star Wars thing that he used to get to work. It could be the dark side of the Force. It could be the grey side of the Force. It could be the sheer sexual power of Harrison Ford's Han Solo. Anything in the Star Wars universe that he used to get to work, please throw it in the comment section over there. That will be absolutely fantastic. Fantastic one. This is might be why he was late, though. He was trampled on by an at. Trampled on.
Ooh.
That might be how he got to work, an at. That would be nice. Have we been... I think we might have been taken down on one of our platforms. If we've disappeared from being watched,
You played a little clip of Star Wars right at the top of the show, Sam. So I'm not fucking surprised.
It's only 30 seconds. It's only 30 seconds it gets taken down.
No, come on, it's fucking Disney, mate.
Only 30 seconds.
Yeah, you just appeared from Facebook. Okay, cool. Do you know how to relaunch it, Sam, from Facebook?
I do not.
You do not? Well, I'm not logged into Facebook on this computer. I'm going to ring AJ. You keep getting some clues in. I'm going to ring AJ.
Yeah, we have. Oh. I can still see it on there.
Yeah, but it's disappeared. It's disappeared, isn't it?
I've just clicked the link. It seems to be live there. Kicked off Facebook. Oh dear.
Yeah.
We've been kicked off Facebook, AJ.
What?
Because Sam played a Star Wars clip at the beginning of the show like an idiot.
We've been kicked on Facebook?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
on Facebook quickly.
How do we do that? Oh my God, Tom is going to be so angry.
He literally asked you, as soon as you played it, I was like, oh, for goodness sake.
What did you play?
Launch, don't play it again.
Oh no, blocks your video.
Well.
Oh my God, Tom is going to be so angry.
Are you, AJ, are you able to put it back on?
Sorry. Right now.
You what?
I can't right now, so people are just going to have to watch it on YouTube for now.
Yeah, all right, well, we'll finish on YouTube.
Go on YouTube, and then we'll start later. And then Sam's going to have to deal with the fury of Tom. It's going to be jokes.
Guys, it's been a great 10 years. I am leaving Shoot from the Hip. A great time. Just hope that everyone else has enjoyed. If no one ever hears from me again, I apologise.
Did you get all the things?
No. It suddenly dropped down to like 2 people watching, which lets us know that most people do watch on Facebook.
It's all good. It's all good.
Should we? Whoa. Should we crack on? All right, AJ, we'll see you later. Okay, so we got to work on the back of a tauntaun. Very good. And finally, oh God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh, there's a cat. There's a black cat here now as well. It's all gonna go terribly wrong. And finally, could we get a made up job for AJ? Again, another made up Star Wars job for AJ. Like he polishes the teeth of the bantha, or he is the one who has to clean out the Sarlacc pit, or he is the one who decides how many Kessels are in a run, or how many parsecs are in a Kessel. Any weird or wonderful thing that would be absolutely fantastic of why he was late for work. Oh dear, Facebook's so strict. We should get on TikTok. That's what it's all about. So here's the R2D2 repairer. We've already got an R2D2, but thank you very much, Gark. Any other reason why what his actual job is? Any other reason what his actual job is? We've got an R2 one, we've got a Tauntaun one, and we need a final one of what his actual job is. That's brilliant. From Calvision. Luke, you got that one?
No.
Luke?
What? No. What?
He is the voice coach of Darth Vader.
Okay, great. Good.
All right, ready? You got all three of them, so let's go through them. So firstly, why was he late?
R2D2 crashed his car.
Lovely. How did he get to work?
On the back of a torn.
Lovely. And what is his job?
He's a voice coach for Darth Vader.
Fantastic. AJ, you ready for this?
I was trying to work out how to look on the Facebook stream.
AJ? AJ, you ready? Oh. AJ, you ready?
AJ?
I'm here. Let's go.
All right. Well, guys, I know that I am not always the best employee myself. Sometimes I do things that made us lose half of our customers. But, you know, no one is a worse employee than Cyril here. Cyril?
I don't know what to say, you know. I mean, ultimately, all I can tell you is why I'm late, okay?
All right, Cyril, you tell me. Why were you late?
I was late very simply because I was doing the limbo and I got stuck in the limbo position and ended up traveling across all the roads in the limbo position.
Come on, we know damn well you can't do the limbo. You don't have that sort of flexibility.
No, I'm joking. Well, the reason why I was late is because I was driving in my car.
Right? Oh, yeah? What happened to your car?
And when I was driving the car, I looked to my right, I went, holy shit. And I just saw someone bent over backwards, or like some kind of lorry or like a truck.
Lorry? A machine? Did some machine do something to you?
Yeah, I had like a machine that had like C-3PO.
Oh, are you sure it was that one?
R2-D2.
What did he do?
Oh, R2-D2 was just, I bumped into R2-D2 and I killed R2-D2.
You bumped into R2-D2?
R2-D2 bumped into me.
You were talking about your vehicle before. What was that?
I was driving R2-D2.
Oh, sorry. What you mentioned a vehicle before. Which was that vehicle?
Car.
And what did R2-D2 do to your car?
R2-D2 bumped into my car.
Oh, was he outside your car or inside your car?
R2-D2 was driving my car.
And then what did he do with it?
He crashed it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, you can't trust an astromech droid. Well, fair enough. Well, you're here now. If your car was crashed, how did you get to work so quickly?
Well, I got to work the way I always get to work, my friend. I got here on a pogo stick, just on a pogo stick. Like a camel, a giraffe on the back of like a camel giraffe.
A camel giraffe? I mean, that doesn't sound right. I mean,
lightsaber. Oh, some kind of. Oh, what's that thing in the Star Wars? The yon. Tauntaun.
Oh, I see. So you got to work on the back of a tauntaun, did you? Fair enough. Well, you're here now. Time to get back to work. So pop quiz. Just make sure your head's in the right place. What's your job? What do you do?
Oh, well, what I do, which I love doing, by the way, is I just practice my my orchestra skills. Oh, like Darth Vader. I practice my Darth Vader sounds.
Oh, so what would you? I mean, you're not obviously Darth Vader. You do work with him because you are
his singing teacher.
Oh, so close. So he doesn't really sing. It's not really a Sith Lord thing to do.
Voice coach.
Oh, fucking amazing! Very nice, guys. Great stuff. Oh, of course, you're always welcome to join our show. Please join us every single Monday or Friday at 8:30 p.m. and give your suggestions in.
Get them in there. Yeah.
It's just a shame we're approaching the end of this. Sorry, Satch 7. It's the end of the show. We've had a great time. We're here every Monday and Friday at 8:30 p.m. to just tune in and get involved in the show. Then we do like a commissions thing, and you can make suggestions in the comments section, that sort of stuff. It's really great fun. But guys, thank you so much. This has been a really fun show. Sam apologizes heavily for getting us taken down on Facebook.
The thing is, though, how can that have got us taken us down when we've played this one multiple times? That multiple times with no
We've
issue.
also been taken down multiple times. That also might be a problem.
Well, maybe we should get rid of that then, Tom.
Between now and the next show, there's going to be some serious shoot from the hip politics. That's for damn sure. And I, for one, can't wait.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for donating. A big thank you especially to Richard, Tracy, Nicole, and Pauline. Everyone else. Oh, you're right, Sam.
I'm just looking at the cat licking itself behind me.
Aww.
Maybe it was the cat's fault.
Maybe it was the cat's fault. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, and good night. See you on